My life has been pretty shitty up until the Dark Carnival blessed me with its presence. I was always the poorest kid in school and people always fucked with me. I was always dissed for something, whether it was my clothes, my hair, my style, or just my face. I know everybody always says they had it rough growing up, but if you knew anybody that knew Joe Bruce back in the day, they'll tell you I was a scrub. No chicks, no parties, no sports, no nothing. I caught crazy hell growing up. So much that I started to like it. I started to fuck with everybody that was dissing me. For example, I'd wear the same blue pair of sweatpants for my entire 8th grade year. It never bothered me, but it always seemed to piss everybody else off. I'd talk about how poor to piss everybody else off. I talked about how poor I was to everybody that would listen. I'd flash my food stamps in class to all the rich girls to make them hate me. When I got a little bit older, I started fighting these dissers back. I'd slap rich kids around. I was a geeky ass thug. Everybody hated me. I was proud to be poor. I was proud to be a scrub. I did have friends though, like Shaggy and Billy Bill. All my friends were just like me. They were scrubs. I hung out in the same scrubby clique. We were a group of virgins, way too scrubby to get any netting. Poor kid scrubs. They were the only people I felt comfortable with. They were my friends. I felt at home with them. I could only relate with other scrubs. By the time I was 15, I was happy, jolly, and proud to be the geekiest, scrubbiest bum on the block. Point your finger at me, baby, cause I'm the poorest scrub around. Then I moved to Southwest Detroit. Booyah! An entire neighborhood full of ninjas that were my age. The crazy thing was that these kids had less money than me, yet they were all cool and popular. There were kids in Southwest that would take a food stamp, buy their bitch lunch with it, and still be the coolest kid in the neighborhood. I couldn't believe it. Poor kids were getting hot chicks. Southwest Detroit was the opposite of where I came from because here money didn't mean shit. Everybody was poor. Then I thought, wait a minute. Maybe, just maybe I can fit in. Everybody around here is poor, so maybe I can be a cool kid after all. Maybe I could be popular for once. At that moment, I had to choose to sell out my scrubbertism and try starting all over again in a new land. I walked around like, what up, man? I'm Jay. I'm new around here. After a few months went by and I had migrated my way into the new neighborhood, to my surprise, nothing for me had changed. I was still the butt of everybody's jokes. I was picked on, fucked with, and dissed with all the time. They all laughed at my clothes, my hair, my style, and yes, my face. Just like they did in the burbs. It was no different in a city full of poor kids. I was a scrub. I figured my scrubbertism was eternal. When that Dark Carnival entered my life, it all finally made sense to me. Now I'm prouder to be a scrub than I've ever been. Money ain't about shit. A scrub is a scrub. There is just something off, whether poor, rich, white or black, fat or skinny, poor or girl, that makes other people pissed. We're clowns for the rest of the world to fuck with. Scrubs, clowns. Call it a curse that we're born with, or call it a blessing. The bottom line is a scrub, whether they like it or not. I love the fact that I'm a scrub and love my scrubby ass friends. I love my scrubby ass following. I am now a career scrub. I make scrubby music for scrubs like me to enjoy. Shit, look at us. We're rich and we're famous and people still hate us. Just like me, there is something about my band that people hate. MTV hates us, jocks hate us, big hype radio stations hate us, hip hop cool DJ people hate us. Everyone hates us. My record label is getting rich off of us and they still hate us. You think Island has ever invited us to their annual Christmas party in New York? Fuck no. Even before people hear our music, they hate us. ICP is the most hated band in the world. Just our presence alone gets people pissed. You can ask yourself, why is ICP so hated all day long? But I'll tell you why. It's because when you look behind ICP, you'll find two geeky scrubs rapping and a geeky ass scrubby manager. That's a whole aura that pisses people off. One time I was a kid, me and 12 other neighborhood kids all were lined up by the cops for breaking curfew. We were all underage, but I was the only one that they took to jail. They let everyone else go. Why? Because the cops just didn't like my face. I just had that hated scrub aura about me. It's in all us scrubs. All you have to do is pick up any cool magazine or listen to any popular critic and they'll tell you ICP is scrubs. They take nothing we do serious. Our accomplishments mean nothing to them. They can all feel our scrubby aura, and no matter what, they just don't like us. There is no hiding the presence of a scrub, even on a record or a photo. Most people just hate scrubs, and it's always going to be that way. So, if everyone hates ICP, who's buying all our records? Motherfucking original ass down home straight up scrubs. That's who. Ninjas that can relate. Even if they just have a little bit of scrub in them, they can still relate. Ninjas from all walks of life that have scrub in them. Scrubs from all around the globe. The only people that truly cannot stand ICP are the people who cannot relate to us in any kind of way. Fuck them anyway. Just like when I was a kid, the only friends I had were scrubs. Well, it's the same today. We still surround ourselves with other scrubs. At ICP concerts, in stores, and parties, I don't care what you heard, ICP has never been invited to any Grammys, Emmys, American Award Awards, Source Awards, MTV Music Awards, BET Awards, nothing. We ain't even been invited to any Hollywood parties. Other bands don't invite us to their parties. I guess people just feel uncomfortable with us scrubs around. Good, because I don't like them around me either. The only like hanging out with other scrubs. The bottom line to this whole thing I'm writing is this. I believe you were a scrub whether you like it or not. You must have some scrub in you to even care what this says. All ICP's fans have some sort of scrub in them. Believe that. You have to have some scrub in you to like ICP shit. Even if you only like one song, that means you only have one little bit of scrub in you. Our music is made by scrubs for scrubs. Our scrubby vibes connect, and that's why you dig the music. Get it? You're a fucking scrub, and that's the bottom line. I truly love all you scrubs, and I swear to God I mean that. I'd die for you scrubs. If you feel like you can relate to me and my music, best believe I'm on the other end of that. Feeling this, that I can relate to you. I know that there are some scrubs out there that might not like ICP and our music, but that's okay. I'm talking about only the scrubs that we relate to. The ICP type scrubs out there. A rare breed indeed. If you're an ICP type scrub, then you're my fan because you're the same type of scrub as me. I love all scrubs, but you scrubs I especially love. We find the same things funny. We find the same things sad. We have the same taste because we went through the same type shit growing up. We have the same type of aura, I guess. Other people don't like us, but we like each other. I want to live, breathe, and die with scrubs, just like me. I hope God's a scrub, because if he's not, I'm probably getting sent to hell, or maybe a scrub hell. I've had this whole thing figured out for years now, but I had to ease you all into realizing this. After all, nobody wants to just be called a scrub, right? So I changed the word up and touched it up with some dark carnival magic. I gave us a new name. Scrub is what they call us. We call ourselves something else. A name for all of us rare ICP type scrubs out there. A name that we can all be proud of. A name that will rest on my tombstone when I'm dead and gone. It's gonna read, here lies a dead ass Southwest Detroit motherfucking Juggalo. Much love to all Juggalos worldwide.